we're going to attempt to build a bench seat. I wanted to do the toilet and the pull-out mechanism next, but I ordered the wrong size door for the toilet, so I've had to send that back, and I've got to wait another 3 weeks for another one to come that's bigger, because it's coming from China. So, on with different jobs. What I'm thinking is, well, what we want is a bench seat here, so we are next to the shower and behind the driver's seat, just to give you a bit of point of reference. We're going to have a bench seat here, so that when we sit there we can look out of the sliding door at whatever beautiful view we have parked at, probably a little car park or something. Yeah, so bench seat here, table, preferably something that moves, because what I'm thinking is, if it's not fixed, we can take it outside, because if we're in nice weather, you want a table outside rather than carrying a second one. I'm thinking, what if we have something that either folds up and packs away that we can take out? But I'll get to that anyway in a different video. So, for the bench, I'm thinking build a box out of 2x2 battens, and then slap on the nice green furniture board that we've got, rather than making it out of the furniture board. Only because I'm not the lightest of people. I'm a good 16 stone. And I want this thing to survive me and Sam sat on it at the same time. So I want it to be strong. So I'm thinking build a box out of the 2x2s, and then we'll clad it with the nice green stuff. And hopefully I can figure out how to put a flip up lid on there as well, so that we can use it for storage. So here's the thinking, and then I'll probably change it later on. I have used a chair from inside the house just to get a rough height measurement of where we want our bum to be sat, and then on top of that there will be a however many inches of cushion. So I'm just gonna, can you see what I'm doing? Yes, I'm gonna put a frame up against the wall. I've just cut these down to size. I'll put one batten there. This is just rough to show you. One there, another one on top of there, and then obviously supporting ones in the middle. I'll do the same on in front here, connect them with side beams, so that would be the box, and then the front will be used the nice green stuff that we've got. So there'll be a front. We don't need a side because that's the shower, so that's already done. There'll be one side on the outside there, so that if you are looking from the door, for example, or from the front, you're not seeing a hollow shell. I want it to look professional. So one piece on the side there, and then one on the top. That will be the actual seat that we sit on, plus cushioning, and that will lift up like that, and we can use it for storage. So that's the idea. I have to work out some measurements. I also have to work out a back, but I haven't got that far yet. So I'm just, this is all running through my head, and I'm literally just spitting out shit and throwing it at you. So that is the initial idea. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to get a couple of supporting beams for the inside of there, screw it all together, make another one of them for this front bit, connect them together with the sides, so we've got the box, and then I'll test height, make sure it's all comfy, and then think about how to add the cladding on, and then think about how to put the lid on. All sound okay? Let's get to it. What I'm going to do is just clamp these together, and I'm going to put using a square. I'm just going to make sure that before I fasten it together everything is as square as I can possibly get it, and then I will drill through top and bottom. What an absolute tit I am. I was so bothered looking if it was square that I've not seen if the fucking ends are lined up. I've got to undo them too. Let's try it again. Right, that's those two made. So what I'm thinking is, if we take a bit of wood here, that will literally just sit on there and then sit on there, and we have, if it doesn't collapse, a form of a seat. But we need to think about the back as well, because so what I want is the back of the bench to be slightly angled so that we're not sat perfectly upright. It'll just be a little bit more comfortable if there's an ever so slight lean back, like you would do with any normal chair. And in order to do that, whatever is going to come down from here has to be wider at the bottom than it is at the top, and this only being 2 inch isn't going to be wide enough. So what I'm thinking is I could remake one of them out of 4x2 instead, or just use that and make another one of these, because I've got all this leftover battens. Put that together and then put a piece of 2x4 which I've got some scrap in the garage. I'm just trying to use everything that's left over. Put a piece of 2x4 that's sort of angled. I've cut a little template out of a bit of scrap. So essentially that's going to go up against the wall there. That is angled, and that will be where the pad rests. And then that will sit on the, oh no, it's the other way around. That will sit there, pad against that. And then I've cut out a small notch here because I was trying to figure out how am I going to add a hinge system of sorts so I can open this lid. And I was racking my brain, and Sam said, well, what do we need a hinge for? Just pull it out. And I thought, actually that's not a bad point, is it? Because we could just rest that on there. That will go on the back. I've cut a notch out in the bottom so that will sit in, and then when we want to pull this out, literally just lift up, pull forward. Obviously it won't fall because it'll have sides, and put everything underneath that we want, and then just slide it back in and rest. So I think that will be a good option, and it also means that I don't have to piss about making hinges and cutting this and figuring out extra support and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to make them now out of some crappy 2x4 that I've got in the garage, because all this is going to be covered so you're not going to see it, and then we'll decide how deep this chair needs to be once the extra padding is added on and where we're going to sit and stuff. So what I've done, cut them down to size, put one against the wall, gently scribed down the back of the wall so that the curve matches the wall. So that'll go, can you see that? Just about. That'll go into the back there, and then what we're going to do is from the front mark a line on a 5-6 degree angle, gently sloping backwards, cut that with the what do you call it, circular saw, give everything a sand down and a clean, and then I've got a little notch to cut out the bottom where the seat base thing will slide into. Do that 3 more times and we should be on to a winner. I'm just using this angle ruler thing that I've got. I'm going to leave about the width of the ruler at the top. So that's going against the wall. This is the bit that's going to get cut off. I'm going to leave about that width at the top. So if we go from the front of it, which is here, to the back, which is there, open this up, turn that a little bit, fix everything in place. So that works out at about that's 5, so 6 or 7 degrees, which is perfect. Draw the line, and then we'll get the circular saw on this, because I just tried doing this on another piece with the jigsaw and it went everywhere, so let's not make the same mistake twice. Figure out the position later, but that is the theory. Sheet across there so it's all supported, fasten everything, and theoretically the board will fit underneath, sit on another one and be able to lift a couple of centimetres to pull it out, and that's it. I'm happy with that, looks good. Okay, so what we're going to do is what we're going to do, we're going to screw this one to the wall and to the floor, we're going to screw this one into that one and a couple to the floor, and then we will put these on, one pocket screw into there, one bolt into the wall, that'll be solid, and then I can make another one of these for the front, figure out how big of a distance we need for us to sit on and for the extra space for the cushioning, and then put the sides in, bolt everything together, and then we can put the face on. We should have a bench. It's pretty cool. I'm alright, babe.
You sure?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. A cup of tea or juice or?
No, thanks.
Okay.
Right. I've built another one of them. So that's the front, 2 at the back, 4 of them. That's going to get a face on the front and then a cushion for sitting on, obviously. The top will be, this isn't the top, I need to cut one. The top will be slapped in there like that, and then when we want to take it out, just lift it in a centimetre or 2 and pull out. Loads of space, and hopefully it works for all of them. It does. It does. So now I just need to figure out how deep we want the seat to be from our knees, essentially. I risk sitting on this now without it snapping. So I can feel the thing behind me, but there's also going to be, you know, another inch of padding. So I don't think we're far off, to be honest, maybe just a little bit further forward. And that feels solid as anything. Obviously I've still got to build the sides so it's fully supported. I know this is probably overkill, but I'm not a light person, and the last thing I want is to sit on this when we're travelling and it snaps or something, so I'd rather it be too strong than too weak. So far so good.
So we've just been to the shops and bought this 15mm plywood. This is going to be the seat for our seating area. So it goes in like so. Just come a bit closer. Got a little wedge here. Out the way. Voila. And then it easily comes out. And then the final piece is going to be the backboard. So we're going to just cut another piece of plywood for the back piece.
It works. Okay, we've got a box, got a lid, got a front, we've got the back, at the top. I think what we're going to do is carpet this, probably carpet this as well, and then make cushions for back and the top. Also have to put a side on so that that's not hollow. I'll use the green board for that so it looks like it's all properly done. This pulls out, lifts up when it wants to, so that all works great. Again, just carpet that so it's covered for when you look under it. And then on the inside I think I will ply, same thin plies here, apply all that frame in so that it looks good. Maybe even carpet that so it looks like professional and finished. Do you know what I mean? All these voids, I'm just going to stuff with insulation. Okay, carpet time. Right, what are we doing? Tell them why I've made life difficult and...
You made life very difficult. Didn't need to be.
Explain what we've done.
Right, this is the lining or carpet for inside. So where our seating area, start again. Where the seating area is in the van, we have made a makeshift box underneath, like a bit like a storage box. Andy wants to carpet it, rightly so it looks nice and neat. Thanks, Rhino, for that. And we have now, worked out, good boy, where the floor piece will be. And now we're just cutting inwards so that you can lay it into the box, and then hopefully you'll be able to carpet it nicely.
Who's this? Who's this? Are you a good boy?
This is Rhino.
We are dog sitting for the week, so we've got this beautiful boy. He's a good boy.
Right, I'm just getting this into position before I start gluing anything. The box that we drew is on the underside, so I'm going to just line these corners up so that these corners of this box that we drew line up with the bottom of the box. So I'll line that up perfectly, spread everything out the best I can. I'm going to glue a little bit and then work from there, probably work my way across that way, and then we can start putting the sides up and stretching everything out into the right place. Just had to stop for a minute. I'm getting high as anything. Fucking glue everywhere. I've had to crack a window. Sent me dizzy.
Look, you know. Okay.
Okay.
Update.
Okay. Okay, the update is the seating area is finished, apart from obviously the lovely cushions that we'll put here. When Andy originally sorted the back of the chair. We put in a little bit of give so that we could pull out the seat so that we'd have the storage underneath. However, it's a bit tricky to get out because we didn't take into consideration the thickness of the carpet. However, it looks beautiful, and
Should we have a look inside?
yeah, come on in.
Let me try and move the light with me. Oh my god, oh my god. The whole place is falling apart. Let's try again. Hey.
Plenty of space, including a small dead body, if you ever want to get rid of me. So yeah, that is the only thing that is wrong with this area.
You've just got to hammer it in a bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So we haven't got the cushions on just yet because we don't know what material that we want to use, and we also don't know what material we want to use on the wall here. So
Yeah.
once we decide those, we'll get the cushions made and put them on so it all looks beautiful and finished. We were going to put a side in neck behind where Sam is there, but what we decided to do, because there's quite a big gap between this and the driver's seat chair, so we're going to build at some point a little storage unit, maybe yay high so you can rest your arm on, and it'll act as a little cubby hole for whatever we want. So other than that, we are done. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, leave any questions, and all the rest of it. Are we done?
Good.
Wave goodbye.
Bye bye.